Hello, I'm Matt Griffin with this EPS Inspire Spotlight on the award-winning jazz program at Mountain View High School. And it includes an ask for help in getting some stellar musicians to Chicago for the performance of a lifetime. After recording 3 performances in February as part of their audition, it was during a rehearsal in April when band director Sam Ormson received the news that Mountain View High School's Jazz Band 1 had been invited to perform at the Midwest Clinic.
And I had my phone out because it was playing music, and I opened up the email, and then I saw like the subject line, and it said Midwest Clinic, and I was like, and I had this little moment of don't click on it because what if it's a no? And so but I did, and I read it to them, and they were all, I don't know if they believed me, but I was like, oh, what? We made it? And so everybody was super excited because they had done all this work to prepare and they had worked so hard to create the audition recording, and they're a hard-working group of kids.
And he was just kind of checking his phone. And then he like stopped talking and just checked his phone, and he read out loud the email, and like everyone was like, oh my goodness, it was so exciting.
Exciting doesn't begin to describe it. The Midwest Clinic is the country's premier music educators conference, and Mountain View's top jazz band is just one of 5 invited to perform at the conference out of hundreds of audition submissions.
Well, so this trip really symbolizes to the jazz program how important it is to have jazz programs in school, because look where it can take you, right? We can go and teach other people how to use their jazz programs in their school. I wouldn't be who I am today without this jazz program,
And the Mountain View Jazz program is a team effort, with director Mark Clausen leading Jazz Band 2 and preparing students for Jazz Band 1.
Personally, I'm really happy just to know that I want to put more into this program, because I know that when they leave me, that they're going to another really great place that they can grow even more from.
And it makes me very, very grateful for my students and for Mountain View and Evergreen that the infrastructure and that what we do is possible. I know it's not just me doing this, it's the students and the families and the other teachers in the district who started these students on their instruments. So it's a very holistic. There are many, many pieces, and we might be the leaves of the tree, but I totally understand the roots and all of those other pieces that went into it. So there's a lot of gratitude for everything we get to do.
Evergreen Public Schools activities levies help fund music programs in our schools, but this trip is beyond what levy funds can pay for. The total cost of the trip to get 20 students, 3 staff members, and 2 parent chaperones to Chicago is about $37,000 for airfare, ground transportation, hotels, and food. The band does have local and national business sponsors, but is looking for more donations to blunt the impact on families.
So it is still a financial burden on those individual students, and they're fundraising as well at the individual level, and they're working hard to do all of that. But it is such an honor that I want it to be possible for all these students.
Trumpet player Claire Hagley says this isn't your run-of-the-mill field trip. They're going to showcase Evergreen Public Schools' outstanding music programs to the world.
It's a lot of things. First of all, Midwest is one of the biggest band clinics in the nation, and there's every state represented. Not only that, but there's international representation. So I think us being one of 4 or 5 jazz bands to be able to perform and showcase music for educators just shows how much our program contributes, and not only in the state but the nation.
If you'd like to help make this once-in-a-lifetime performance possible, you can make a tax-deductible donation at mvim.org/Midwest Clinic and click on the Donate Today button. You can also reach the website with the QR code on your screen. Again, we want to congratulate the Mountain View High School Instrumental Music Program for this incredible honor. Mountain View's Jazz Band 1 is set to perform in Chicago on December 18th. As soon as we get photos or video of their performance, we'll bring them to you. For Evergreen Public Schools, I'm Matt Griffin.